You definitely missed this in the new episode. Watch my video till the end. Hello everyone, Royal Cameraman here. Today, second part 77 of the episode was released. This episode has become a key point in the series' storyline. And what exactly makes it so crucial? Let's find out now. Don't forget to subscribe and give a like, and let's get started. Everything begins from the same moment where the first part ended. The hybrid throws away the head of the Astro toilet. Cameraman hesitates, but ultimately gives him a thumbs up. The hybrid says, "Let's go!" and a large number of Astro toilets appear behind him, immediately opening fire. The hybrid flies forward, taking one of the Astro toilets with him. Skibidi Jackson, Strider, and the scientist follow after them. Meanwhile, the hybrid police officer is surrounded by Astro toilets, and we fly to his aid. We kill one with a laser gun, but another one withstands all our attacks and retreats. However, they didn't last long. Hybrid police officer throws his scythe, which takes out a large number of Astro toilets. Not a bad upgrade for Scythe, I must say. The hybrid smiles and continues clearing the area. As he flies away, it's noticeable that he dropped a photograph. It says, 1986, Alpha Hill, Special Defense Service of Government Facilities. In the center of the photo are 6 soldiers, and one of them is the same hybrid who dropped the photo. The face of the second man is also visible, and for some reason he reminds me of that same hybrid with the saw, although it's hard to make out the faces. Overall, this doesn't significantly affect the plot, but what we see next is important: the secret agent and a question mark. For some reason, the secret agent is looking at the camera instead of talking to people. It feels like 2 people are communicating, and the secret agent is just standing in the middle as if he's invisible to them. This is possible since we know the secret agent can appear and disappear, but here he hasn't disappeared, and the photo captured him. Either it's an issue with the old film, which might have caught the secret agent. In 1979, the secret agent took the position of administrator at Alpha Hills, and in 1986, we see him in this photograph. If we think logically, we can assume that the secret agent was the administrator and that other people were aware of his existence. But then, why is there a question mark here? Maybe people suspected that this individual was involved in something strange, something that remains a mystery even to them. I have 2 theories. Either ordinary people didn't know that the secret agent was the administrator of Alpha Hills and are surprised by his appearance, with only the top scientists, whom we saw in the first photo with him, being aware of his existence, or the question mark above the secret agent is a sign that the hybrid police officer suspects him of something. But what exactly, we don't know yet. The secret agent is too mysterious, and his goals remain unclear for now. However, we know that the scientist was connected to the secret agent, but what the hybrid police officer suspects him of is still a mystery. These are my thoughts, and you can share yours in the comments. Cameraman barely had time to examine the photograph when a battle began over his head. Astro Toilet versus DJ Cameraman. The DJ attacks, but the Astro Toilet dodges and counterattacks. The DJ deflects the attack using the power of his speakers and sends the shot back. The Astro Toilet is finished off by a blue energy shot. This is the work of Red Cameraman. To be precise, it's the cameraman in a red shirt, whom we recently saw in episode 76. He has been upgraded and equipped with new weapons, including a giant saw shaped like a sword. He uses it to take out the Astro Toilet, but more Astro Toilets appear behind him. However, on his left arm he has a magnet, which he uses to pull one of them in and finishes it off with an energy gun. There are still too many Astro Toilets, and they bombard Red Cameraman from all sides. Fortunately, the full Alliance squad arrives to help, including upgraded cameramen with turrets, sniper rifles, and ears. A powerful camera cannon capable of shooting from space can also be seen in the sky. We haven't seen its full capabilities yet, but there's an interesting cameraman who is just doing push-ups. Another Astro Toilet sneaks up behind us. Camerawoman flies in to fight it off, throwing 2 of her plungers at it, landing a few blows, and then finishing it off using the laser installations on her back. Even the hybrid is surprised and says, "Wow." By the way, this moment is a reference to the meme with Freddy Fazbear. In this scene, Daffy completely copied Freddy the Bear's movements. Camerawoman steps closer and reaches out her hand to POV Cameraman, who starts having flashbacks at that moment. He sees Camerawoman in the past, when she was human. She says, "Together until the end, and the visions pass." The agent gets up, and this is where the second part of episode 77 ends. Now let's get to the theories. Probably the most interesting moment that gives the whole series meaning is the photo that fell out of the flying mutant. It shows a special forces unit with the caption, A. 1986. Alpha Hills Special Government Object Defense Service. This means that the current Skibidi Special Forces used to be employees of the very laboratory inside of which the Alliance squad ran in 69 and other episodes. It's likely where they were altered by the Skibidi virus. In the background of these people, we see the laboratory itself, and to the left, in this shot, we see a very interesting detail. There stands Dafuk, marked with a question mark, and the question mark is on the photo. I didn't put it there. In fact, there is no objective reason why Dafuk could be under a question mark. After all, in 1979, the management of the laboratory was handed over to him, and he was in charge of the place for 7 years. It is not surprising to me to see the boss in the middle of the day, especially since he'd been working there for a long time. The question mark probably points to something behind it that's emitting a yellow glow. You'd think it's part of a car, but it's not. There's the exact same car on the right, and there's no glow from it. And believe me, it's not the headlights. The resolution of the picture is terrible, but I can assume that it's some kind of hologram that he was showing to another soldier for some reason. For this here, a hologram is something unimaginable, and that's what most likely confused the Special Forces man who owns this photo. Or perhaps he made this note after the conversion to a Skibidi toilet. Perhaps on the battlefields, he often met Dafuk standing aside and watching the battle, and after a second look at the photos, he noticed it and marked it with a question mark. Let's move on. At the end of the sequence, the camera woman reaches out her hand in reference to Mercy, and after interference, we see her in human form. What could it be? To me, it could be a hallucination we're seeing in real time. Maybe they shared some common memories, and this situation reminded the big cameraman of Katie's original appearance. We may also have been shown what communication between cameramans looks like. I think the camera scientists and other soldiers can't communicate solely by gestures, and so to pass information, they set up a link between each other during which they see each other's faces and can talk. Also, you may not have noticed this obvious but no less interesting fact. In this series, we've seen a lot of new weapons from the Alliance, and my attention was drawn to this particular gun. Do you know why? Because we've seen exactly the same one recently. In the previous episode, a mutant on his arm. So, the Alliance and the Toilet Skibid started sharing all the information and technology. The Alliance has never been stronger than it is now. However, such an alliance can have huge consequences. Have you ever wondered what would happen between the toilets and the Alliance after defeating the Astro toilets? Imagine that the war will start again, but the enemies of the Alliance will know all the vulnerable points. All the weaknesses and peculiarities will be revealed before anyone even thinks that it could turn out to be something bad. And let's not forget that the technology that opens the war with Astro toilets also, far from joking and just 50 lasers on someone, or do not make him the strongest character. If I were the Alliance, I would not exclude the continuation of the war after the victory over Astro, and would not give all the secrets to the other side. Well, this is the end of my video. Subscribe to the channel, subscribe to my TikTok, in it will appear Ananos, and also videos will be released faster than on YouTube. Sponsor my channel to get bonuses and support me. Give me likes. Bye bye.